Now my O-gauge layout that I've worked on for over 25 years, I've done a lot of super detailing on it. I have an extensive train collection that I like to run. I like to share it with my friends. And this video you can watch in 4K. You need to adjust your device, your YouTube device, just like for any YouTube. And we were featured in classic toy trains, but since then we have made a ton of modifications and upgrades. So let's go right now and run some trains. Now, if you look closely at the layout, there's a lot of little details. The people especially, there's hundreds of people. They're all hand painted. There's birds. There's animals on the layout. The telephone poles, the coal yard, among other things. All the little details, the figures more than anything else. And the chimney, we disguised the chimney by turning it into a giant building. I molded the windows, made the deck from balsa wood, added the people, and used some of the accessories that I had from previous layouts. And the effect of the building is you kind of, when you look at it quick, you don't realize it's a chimney. Now, I made a lot of parts from rubber molds. The boats were made from rubber molds. A lot of the parts of the mountain, the tunnel portals, and the entire length of both of the tunnels on the layout, the inside of the tunnel is lined with stone. You really can't see it, and if you look real close, another little detail. The model airplane flying field is detailed even down to the toolboxes, and Carlos Serra, using a VCR motor, made this. It runs off batteries at actually flying the B-25. At a coal yard and the coal loader, dedicated to our friend Mike Kajeski, who actually did make the table and the woodwork for this layout. a Carabello boatyard was made with balsa wood, and all the boats were molded from one rubber mold that I made from a master part. There's several hundred people on the layout, as over 100 in the Seaboard passenger train, even in the dome car. The big K&W Industries building is actually the chimney to the house. Now the drop-down lake that's in the back of the layout, it allows you access to the back of the train layout very conveniently. It's a drop-down feature I designed in right from the beginning, and it's been so handy doing the scenery and of course doing the periodic maintenance that you always have to do. And a flying field is a tribute to one of my other passions, control line, model airplane flying. At a passenger station is made from wood and totally hand built, along with several little structures like this and parts that we used from other accessories. Again, there are 3 separate lakes made with poured epoxy, and this building, a tribute to my late friend and machine shop partner, Joe K. A lot of little details on this layout. It's hard to even see them. In fact, some of them, including a little pigeon on the roof of the building, a lot of little details everywhere. So I hope you did enjoy the video running the trains. That train layout has been part of my life for over 25 years. I do enjoy railroading. I enjoy aviation. I enjoy model airplanes. It just seems like there's just not enough time to do everything in life. But there are 3,000 videos out on the channel you're watching now, Wendy Ertnowski or Wendy U. And of all the things out there, I guess the majority are motorcycling related things. If you have an interest in motorcycling, you might want to check out other videos. We just made a trip to France. Actually, we've done a lot of traveling. And guys, one and all, thank you so much for supporting the channel and for watching this video.